This issue around Gumi, bandits, and the Tinubu government has become one of the most sensitive conversations in Nigeria right now. And the reason is simple. It touches fear, pain, anger, and trust all at the same time. Nigerians are already tired. Tired of hearing about attacks, tired of kidnappings, tired of promises that sound strong but feel slow on the ground. So when a familiar voice like Sheikh Gumi comes back into the public space with comments linked to banditry, the reaction is always loud, emotional, and divided. As you're listening to this, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notification bell because this gist is deep and it's still unfolding. What really pushed this story to the front again was how Gumi'S past and recent comments started circulating widely online. Some were real, some were old, some were misunderstood, and some were clearly edited in a way that changed meaning. But in Nigeria, once a clip enters the public space, the damage or influence does not wait for clarification. People react immediately, especially when insecurity is involved. For years, Gumi has been known for one major position. He believes that dialogue and negotiation can reduce violence. Whether people agree or disagree, that position is not new. The problem is timing. This conversation resurfaced at a moment when Nigerians are mourning fresh attacks, hearing reports of villages under pressure, highways feeling unsafe, and communities living in fear. So any suggestion that sounds like soft handling of criminals feels like an insult to victims. Please remember to like this video and subscribe. That's because your support helps this channel bring you clear and balanced gists like this. Now, many Nigerians began to ask serious questions. They were not just angry at Gumi, they were asking whether the government itself is confused or divided on how to handle insecurity. People started wondering, is the government using force or is it secretly open to negotiation? Are there unofficial advisors influencing security thinking? Or is this simply one man speaking his opinion while the government follows a different path? This is where Tinubu'S government got pulled directly into the storm. Whether fair or not, when a well-known figure speaks on a national security issue, people automatically connect it to those in power. Nigerians want clarity. They want to know exactly what the government believes and what it is doing, not in theory, but in practice. And this is important to say clearly. Tinubu'S administration has consistently presented itself as firm on security. The language from the presidency and the security agencies has been tough. The message has been that criminals will not be allowed to dictate terms. But the public does not only listen to words, they watch outcomes. When attacks continue, trust becomes fragile. Please like, subscribe, and stay with me because this story needs careful listening. Another layer that made this gist sweeter and more dangerous was misinformation. Some viral clips attributed statements to Gumi that later turned out to be altered. Even when corrections came out, many people had already formed opinions. This is how misinformation works. It moves faster than truth, and it leaves emotion behind even after facts are corrected. But here is the key thing many people missed. Even without fake clips, the debate would still exist because the core issue is unresolved. Nigerians are still asking, how do we end banditry for real? Military action alone? Dialogue? A mix of both? Or a completely new strategy? Now let me slow this down and break the English clearly so everyone can follow. Banditry is not just crime. It has become an industry. There are weapons, money, informants, supply routes, and fear. Once crime reaches that level, solutions become complicated. This is why some people argue for negotiation, saying it can help rescue victims and reduce violence in the short term. But others strongly argue that negotiation only makes criminals bolder because it sends a message that violence pays. This is where emotions clash. A father whose child is kidnapped wants his child alive. He may not care about national policy debates. He wants results now. But a farmer whose village was attacked wants justice. He wants criminals punished, not managed. Both pains are real, and that is why this conversation is tearing opinions apart. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe as you listen. The government, on its part, is walking a very tightrope. If it negotiates openly, it risks public outrage. If it refuses any form of dialogue, it risks leaving hostages in danger. If it mixes both approaches quietly, it risks being accused of hypocrisy or secrecy. This is why communication matters so much. And this is where the controversy around Gumi became explosive. When security officials publicly warn against sympathizing with or legitimizing bandits, it sends a signal that the state wants to control the narrative. It wants to make it clear that criminals should not be portrayed as misunderstood people. But when respected religious or community leaders speak differently, confusion sets in. And let's be honest, Nigeria is a country where voices matter. Clerics, traditional rulers, activists, and influencers shape opinion as much as politicians do. So when any of these voices speaks on security, it has weight. That weight can calm tensions or worsen them. As you're still listening, please like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone who follows Nigerian news closely. Another important angle is trust. Nigerians are not only asking, what is the policy? They are asking, who can we trust? Trust in institutions has been shaken by years of insecurity. Yeah, so when conflicting messages appear, people assume the worst. They suspect hidden deals, silent compromises, or political games. Even when those suspicions are not proven, they feel real to the public. And this is why this gist is not really about Gumi alone. He is a symbol in a bigger story. The real story is Nigeria's struggle to restore safety and confidence at the same time. Safety without trust feels temporary. Trust without safety feels empty. Please like and subscribe, because we are going deeper. Now think about the political impact. Opposition voices quickly seize moments like these to question the government's competence. Supporters of the government rush to defend it. Social media becomes a battlefield. Every word is twisted, every silence is analyzed, every action is judged. In that environment, even a single comment can look like a revelation that rocks the government. But on the ground, ordinary Nigerians just want peace. They want to travel safely. They want to farm without fear. They want their children to go to school and come back alive. All these big debates mean nothing if daily life remains dangerous. That is why many people are now saying the government must do more than react. It must show long-term results. It must weaken criminal networks, protect communities, and show that crime does not pay. Only then will voices like Gumi'S lose their influence, because desperation is what gives such debates power. Let me ask you something directly and drop your answer in the comments. Do you think Nigeria can end banditry without talking to anyone at all? Or do you believe force alone is not enough? Please like, subscribe, and comment respectfully.